16 legs, one massive tour. This is leg one. We're kicking things off in the iFly 737 MAX, flying from Nassau to Key West. It's a 284-mile sprint, but the destination is the real challenge. Key West's runway 27 is notoriously short for a jet this size. We've only got 4,801 feet of usable landing distance to stop. We'll be putting the MK Studios Key West scenery to the test and using ChasePlane to capture the incredible tropical scenes en route. Throttles are set. Let's get the Pilot to the Caribbean tour started. Okay, welcome to the cockpit for this flight. So we are pretty much already set up. FMC set, radios are set. We just need to call for some clearance. The overhead is reasonably set just for the start. So power's on. We're on the GPU. We have hydraulic pumps on. Window heats are ready to go. We need to fire up a bit of APU, and then we'll get our clearance. So we throw on some fuel and push the APU to start. That'll take a few minutes. It does it reasonably real time, so we will call for the clearance while we're there. Nassau clearance, Skyway 7606, ready for IFR clearance to Key West.
Expect runway 14, climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vector sense, squawk 2001.
Expect runway 14, climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors, squawk 2001, Skyway 7606.
Skyway 7606, reader correct, contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground on 121.7 when ready for pushback, Skyway 7606. Doing the wrong one again, that's infuriating. That way. 2001, set. So we're nearly there. We pop on the overhead view again, so the you can't see it because of that switch, but the APU light, you can just about see that has come on, so we can switch it over and drop the ground power onto APU. You normally wait a minute, but we can pull on the APU bleed, which you can hear now, and then we can get rid of ground power's gone. We are pretty much ready to get the push going. We close those doors. Okay, so we look pretty much good to go. Nassau ground, Skyway 7606, ready for pushback.
Skyway 7606, Nassau ground, pushback approved, face southwest.
Pushback approved, face southwest, Skyway 7606. Okay, pushback approved, so we can bring in some power, some fuel. I mean, in there. Packs can come off. Okay, so we're good to start engines. We can throw us up onto the overhead again, so we've got some pressure there, and we can start engine number 2. See the engine starting, engine 2 motor in. Put the fuel in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the
Bring the sense of fuel in as well, I just
aircraft.
noticed.
Thank you. Welcome aboard. Please pay attention to illuminated
Delta
signs and
2005, gate 8, taxi via Bravo Hotel.
procedures.
Come on.
Via Bravo Hotel, Delta 2005.
Contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft.
Start on engine
Cabin crew are
number
now
2.
pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide
Start
you
on engine
to
1.
adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others.
The fuel in
We land on water.
on engine
Take a
2.
life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head.
And 1.
Pass the tapes around your waist and window blinds open and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
And there's a good start on engine number 1. We can bring the engines on the bus. Take the APU off. Leads can come off. Packs back on. Ropes can come in. Passenger seats on auto. Just look at sides auto. We are lined up and good to go. Nassau Ground Skyway 7606 request taxi to the active.
Skyway 7606, runway 14, taxi via Hotel 2 Hotel.
Taxi via Hotel 2 Hotel to runway 14, Skyway 7606. So, we are ready to taxi, so taxi lights can come on. Auto brake. We set to RTO. Flaps need to be already at flaps 5.
Skyway 7606, contact Nassau Tower 119.5.
Nassau Tower 119.5, Skyway 7606. Nassau Tower, Skyway 7606 is ready for departure.
Skyway 7606, Nassau Tower, wind 190 at 10, fly heading 270, runway 14, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 270, runway 14, cleared for takeoff, Skyway 7606. Okay, let's get going. Engines to 40%. Them spool, they look good. Toga. Light forward pressure on the control stick. 80 knots, we can release the forward pressure. Rotate. And up we go. Positive rate, gear up. Up 200. Nassau Center 125.7, Skyway 7606. Nassau Center, Skyway 7606 at flight level 140 for 160.
Skyway 7606, Nassau Center, identified and climb to flight level 320.
Climb to flight level 320, Skyway 7606.
Nassau Center, American 2246. Good day. Out of 13,000 feet for 16,000 feet.
American 2246, Nassau Center, radar contact, climb to flight level 320.
Climb to flight level 320, American 2246.
Nassau Center, Skyway 7606 is ready for descent.
Skyway 7606, Nassau Center, expect 521, runway 27.
Expect Fantasy 1, runway 27, Skyway 7606.
Skyway 7606, contact Miami Oceanic 123.775.
Miami Oceanic on 123.775, Skyway 7606. Miami Oceanic, Skyway 7606, at flight level 320.
Skyway 7606, Miami Oceanic, copy.
Miami Oceanic, Skyway 7606 is ready for descent.
Skyway 7606, descend via Fantasy 1 arrival, Key West landing, runway 27, altimeter 3000.
Descend via Fantasy 1 arrival, Key West landing, runway 27, altimeter 3000, Skyway 7606. Okay, so we started descending a little bit late there, but we should be able to catch up. We're only a couple of thousand feet behind. We on the speed brake. And that should give us a little bit of drag to bring us back. Yeah, that's doing it. That's bringing us back on track. We're going a little bit fast at the minute, but we will get back to where we need to. $1,800 feet is the flight level that we want to be at when we get to the Fantasy waypoint. So speed brake can come away now. VNAV should keep us on track as we descend into Key West. Fantastic livery for the Max from FlyUK. Downloadable from their website. The plane just looks absolutely amazing. Descending into the southern tips of North America, Florida Keys. Beautiful. So descended on plan, 18,000 feet. We should hit the 10,000 feet mark just ahead of the Fantasy Waypoint. The green arc showing us just on where we're about to get into. I've put in the fixed rings. There's a 20-mile ring, a 10, and a 5-mile ring around the airport, just for some situational awareness as we get there. We can come out as standard now. So on plan. We'll come back as we start to get closer to the airport.
Skyway 7606. Airport is at your 12 o'clock 10 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field is in sight, Skyway 7606.
Skyway 7606. Verify you have the field in sight.
I have the field in sight, Skyway 7606.
Skyway 7606. Cleared visual approach runway 27.
Cleared visual runway approach 27, Skyway 7606.
Skyway 7606. Contact Key West Tower 118.2.
Key West Tower on 118.2, Skyway 7606. Key West Tower, Skyway 7606.
Skyway 7606, Key West Tower. Wing 195 at 7, runway 27 cleared to land.
Runway 27, clear to land, Skyway 7606. Okay, let's get in some flaps. I don't see the runway. Oh, there's the runway there. So, get down. Without the automation, this is not going to be easy. Not 5.
November 6 Whiskey Yankee. Visual runway 27. November 6 Whiskey Yankee.
10.
Key West Tower, continue. Wilco, November 6 Whiskey Yankee. November 6 Whiskey Yankee, minimum approach speed. Minimum approach speed, November 6 Whiskey Yankee. November 781 Papa Sierra, ready for departure. Skyway 7606, exit next, available taxiway.
Exit next taxiway, Skyway 7606. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Key West in Florida. Leg 1 completed. Leg 2 coming up next. Key West to Havana. Before we depart Key West on that trip, we will be reviewing the MK Studios scenery for Key West. So please don't miss it. Like and subscribe. Come back and hopefully we'll see you next time. Take care.